Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You've reached Ritnika. I forgot my name for a second. And this is Natural Vibration. So we're gonna go ahead and do a new moon reading for right now. I'm doing this. Today is the new moon here, and I've been feeling the effects of it for the past few days. I'm not very good with the astrology aspect. I might link up somebody like Twin Astrology, who I really respect and whose videos really resonate, especially when it comes to the astrology part of things. So I might link that either in my stories or my posts or something. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope this lockdown hasn't been too cruel to you guys, and you're all safe and you're all well. I'm here in India, and we are still in complete lockdown, which means we can't really leave our homes except if we are going to the supermarket or if we are going to the medical store, and that also in our neighborhood. In fact, I have not been able to go to my parents' place or anything like that. So yeah, it's it's quite a interesting turn of events. I'm thinking maybe I might do like a live pick a card reading of sorts, or pull individual cards for you guys on YouTube. So if you guys are interested in something like that, definitely leave me a comment. For those of you that don't know, I have an Instagram page and a Facebook page. The Instagram page is called Ritnika Nain, and my Facebook page is Natural Vibration. All details are listed below. I have been doing a lot of sharing circles, talks, live talks on wellness and healing, and picking cards live for people who are online at that moment. One card each and stuff. So if you're interested, just do follow me there. So I go live on Facebook and Instagram at the same time. All right, so let's get started. Today I'm going to do a quick, update on what's going on, what changes and shifts are happening in the divine masculine and the divine feminine with this new moon. So, what's the overall energy of the divine masculine? There you go. We've got the 11th house, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. Excuse me. So, to me, what I'm getting from this is that the divine masculines, at this time during this new moon, they're going through changes in respect to what they really want in life. I feel like they're really there are certain wishes, that things that they've been hoping for, certain intentions that they've sort of put out, and they've really wanted to gets to a certain place in their life. And I feel like at this time there are certain changes that are going to come about that's going to feel like their wishes are being answered. It's also about their relationship with their friends, with their family, how they interact with people, how they interact with people through social and now virtual means. Whether they believe they deserve all the happiness in the world, or whether they feel like things don't go their way. So I feel like a lot of shifts are going to be happening where things are going to turn for the better. If the divine masculine's been going through a rough time, I feel like at this time things are definitely going to change. The divine masculine is going to start receiving blessings from the universe. If there were any blockages, that blockages are going to be shifted. And when it comes to work, when it comes to their life, when it comes to karmic situations, there are certain things that they've really wanted, and I feel like that's definitely changing with this new moon. So let's look at the divine feminine and what changes. Okay, wow, jumping. Aha, and we've got the fourth house, your home and the roots of your being. So the divine feminine is going through changes when it comes to who she is, the foundations of her being, foundations of her family, her home, safety, security, what it, I think family issues are going to be coming into play, issues with parents, issues with siblings, the roots, how, like the foundations of her being, who she's been throughout, how people perceive her in her family. I feel like, this is also telling me about certain karmic issues which are from childhood, things that patterns that keep repeating themselves from childhood. And I feel like those are going to be in focus as well for the divine feminine. And now let's pick one for the union energy. What changes are going to be happening at this time for the union energy between the divine masculine and the divine feminine? Oh, look at that. We've got the eighth house. You've got this is transformation. This is a transformational area of your life. It is about shared resources and intense emotions. And you've got the masculine, the feminine, and the rings. Yeah, I feel there's a lot of changes with this new moon coming about individually for the divine masculine and the divine feminine that directly affects their union. We think that when we focus on our self worth, when we focus on our career, when we focus on what we truly want to achieve in life, and when we focus on our family dynamic, who we are, how they perceive us, what is our basis of being, that it has nothing to do with love. But the truth is, it's all connected. The twin flame journey is about rediscovering yourself and evolving into a better version of yourself. And I feel like this new moon, which is today, is going to be very powerful. That it's going to lead to transformation. It's going to lead to intense emotions. It's going to lead to the divine masculine and feminine coming closer to each other. So let's get some more cards. So at this time, what's the divine masculine? What does he feel in his spiritual, emotional plane? What does he feel for the divine feminine? Spiritual and emotional, the heart space and the head space. We've got TikTok. Hey, TikTok, like the platform, right? And this card was made before the platform came about, but it's so funny that, hey, you never know. Look at that, regeneration underneath transformation, and we've got all that glitters, and it's reversed, but I'm gonna take it up and the upright for the time being. So, what is the divine masculine feeling? I think the divine masculine, because this was reversed, I feel like they're now trying. They haven't fully seen below the surface. All that glitter tells me that it's about looking at a facade. It's about seeing. I think up till now, the divine masculine has not been seeing below the surface. They've been seeing the mirage. And, if you look at something from afar, it all looks all pretty and glittery and nice. But when you get closer and you look below the surface, that's when you see it for what it truly is, the mask that people wear. And because it was reversed, I'm getting that the divine masculine, some of them may still be at this point, but some of them are moving past this point because they've been stuck here. They've been stuck where they have been only believing the 3D, looking at the mirage and not seeing it for what it truly is, not being ready to take off that mask. But I feel after this new moon, they're going to now realize that it is time. The time is now. I would have said this is a divine timing card, but I'm also getting that the time is now because we've got regeneration here. What this is telling me is that everything happens in divine timing. And I do believe that things are going to come about. Regeneration is putting life back into things that were dead once. Now, for some divine masculine, because this was reversed, they're still stuck in this mirage energy, all right, where they're not seeing below the surface, where they're not truly facing up to their emotions, facing up to what they truly want in life. What is their deepest wish? What is their, deepest desires? But in divine timing, that will come about. The mask will be laid to rest. The mask will be taken off, and there will be a regeneration when it comes to their emotions for the divine feminine. So now let's look at the divine feminine's energies towards the divine masculine. We've got two cards there. Is there any more that want to come? Divine feminine. All right. So we've got no place like home, and it was reversed. And it's funny how it's come under the home card. We got all reversals, the thinker and the building blocks, and now they were all reversed. So can you see that? Yeah, you can. So the divine feminine is definitely at this time going through a lot of karmic release. I feel there are a lot of things that are triggering her or could trigger her. This new moon could definitely bring about stuff from childhood, stuff about family, stuff about who they see, what her position in the world is. See who we are and how we think about ourselves. A lot of it is based on how how our childhood was, how we were perceived by our families, by our close relatives. And I feel like that is what's coming about for the divine feminine. No place like home. This is her trying to figure out where does she truly belong, all right? And she's I feel like because we've got the thinker, the building blocks, and no place like home, I'm getting that the divine feminine needs to start going back and thinking about where her beliefs, her conditioning comes from. All right, that she needs to start asking the questions. She hasn't been asking the right questions. She hasn't been asking, why do I feel the way I do? Where did it start? All right, because it was reversed, we need to make sure it is turned upright. We need the divine feminine needs to start asking the correct questions, and that is all about her foundations again. And I feel like during this time it will come about, because this is also her trying to figure out how does her foundation when it comes to her family and who she is affect her relationship with her masculine, right? Does she truly think that the basis of their relationship, the foundation, was solid? Or was that affected by karmic patterns and repeating cycles? All right. Where does she truly belong? What is home? I'm also getting, for some there might have been some doubt about the divine masculine and union energies. I feel like maybe she was doubting that there was something strong here, that there was something that could actually result in union in the 3D. We always have moments of fear and moments of doubt, and I feel like this card is like the divine feminine is not looking at where is her home? Where does she truly belong? And I feel like that is something she needs to start doing, all right? She needs to start asking the questions. Where do I belong? All right? And how and what foundation is this connection built on? And how does that relate to her family life, to her growing her life in the from childhood? So let's look at union energies at this time, and then we're gonna no wait sorry all right, anyway, we got the cards. All right, we have the tribe, which is reversed. We've got between worlds, and we've got time to go. So yes, during this time the union energies are, well, the tribe reversed tells me that both the divine masculine and divine feminine are still trying to figure out their place in the world, which makes sense, because here we've got the divine feminine evaluating her, where she belongs, her the basis of her being, and then we've got the divine masculine who is trying to figure out how to remove these masks and see below the surface. So I feel like during this time, a lot of work is going to result in them trying to find their place in the world, trying to find where they belong, trying to find out who they belong with, and also what they're meant to do in life. What is their mission work? All right. So this is what's going to be worked on at this time. I feel like both the divine masculine and divine feminine are realizing that it is time to leave certain things behind, whether it's the mask, whether it's the karmic patterns that have stayed with us since childhood that make us feel like we are not who we want to be, that make us feel like we don't deserve happiness, that make us feel that there's something wrong with us, whatever the case may be, because it's different for everyone. They are realizing that it is time to go. It is time to leave that behind and go towards the gate, go towards what is meant for them. They have been stuck in this world, all right? They're not fully in the new world. They haven't fully, completely come back to each other. Yet they're not exactly who they were. So I feel like that change is happening, and after this new moon, the next couple of weeks, there is going to be massive changes when it comes to this union. So what I actually wanted to do was pick cards from the divine masculine's physical towards the divine feminine side. So I'll do that with this deck. I guess that's what needed to come out. So I will first pick one card for the union energy. Union energy at this time. All right. What did I tell you guys? Perfect timing. This could mean a couple of different things. One, it is the perfect time for this regeneration to happen, for both the divine masculine and feminine to realize all the lessons that they have been trying to reach and trying to learn from, and to head towards union, as well as telling us that everything is happening in divine timing. All right, everything is happening the way it's meant to. There is no need for us to fear. We just have to do what is going with us. And we've got the helpful people, which is telling me that the universe is supporting this union. The universe is trying to help both the divine masculine and divine feminine at this time. And I'm also getting that there are going to be people in their lives that are going to be helpful, that are going to help both the divine masculine and feminine in this journey. So now I just want to pick, what actions will the divine masculine potentially take after he goes through this for the divine feminine. Basically, what is the divine masculine feeling in the 3D? And we've got compromise. Interesting. 3D. Divine masculine for the divine feminine. Aha. We've got success. And we've got within the next few months. Beautiful. So what I'm getting from this is that the divine masculine is in now not compromising their beliefs. They're no longer willing to compromise their love and their wishes. So if you look at the overall card, this is all about wishes coming true, and the universe granting us what it is that we want. And what I'm getting from this is very clearly that the divine masculine does not want to compromise anymore. See, the thing is, we all make compromises, right? We all feel that we're never going to get that perfect partner. We're not going to get that perfect job. We're not going to get that perfect salary. So we compromise. We compromise who we are. We compromise what we want. And we compromise, what we truly want in a perfect partner. But I feel like now in the 3D, which means he's going to be taking physical action to make sure that they don't compromise what it is that they want in all aspects of their life, but especially when it comes to love. And that's going to lead to success. That's going to lead them to wake up. That's going to lead them to realize that I need to now go after what it is that I want. And I feel for some, of course, everyone's on a different timeline because we all have to do the work. That there could be some major movements in the next few months. Now let's look at the divine feminine's actions at this time. We've got choose a new direction. So I feel like this is coming back from where the divine feminine has been not thinking about the building blocks, where she's not been thinking about where she belongs. It's all of this is going to stir up past emotions, and she's going to now have to realize that the way she's been thinking, the way she's been dealing with certain aspects in her lives is not something that is best choose working for her. She's going to try to do things a bit differently. She's going to go after things that her in a different way because she hasn't been seeing them and hasn't been thinking about them in the right way. So sorry, my computer goes to sleep. I keep forgetting. And what she needs to do now is she's going to start figuring out what is the way for her, what is the new way, does she need to believe, what does she need to go. We've got no need to worry. We've got we've got to look for a sign and big happy changes. So what this is telling me is that wherever she's been saying no, she's been saying that no, maybe this person doesn't love me, no, this person doesn't give a damn about me, no, this will not work out, that is changing. The universe is saying you have nothing to worry, and she's going to come to this realization that everything that has happened, there is a strong foundation for it that she's not seeing, and the universe is helping. The universe is helping both. All right, the universe is helping her, give her signs that she's going to come to this realization, and then in the next few months or next few weeks or even a few days, there's going to be big happy changes for her. She's going to change and evolve as a new person, which will work beautifully because divine masculine is also now trying to not compromise. So they're both trying to kind of they're both going through changes. They're both going through, evolution, evolvement. I don't know what the correct way of saying it is. So I'm going to now pick one card, and I'm trying to see which deck I want to get it from. What deck do I want to use? Right. I am going to get it from this deck. This is the Earth Oracle, Earth Warrior Oracle. So let's pick one card for the union, for divine masculine and divine feminine twin flames at this time. Opa! These cards are sticky, sticky, sticky. Opa! All right, there you go. And we've got three, of course. We've got gods of Teotihuacan. I'm sorry, I can't say that. She guards the water of life. That is what it means. Such beautiful cards, right? Then we've got Muata, sage of higher knowledge. And we've got Nana Baluko, she rests to create. So I'm going to read a little bit from each from the deck. All right, so let's start with number 4, goddess of Teotihuacan. Jesus, why can't I say it? All right, so let's start with that, if I can find it in the book. All right. What this card says is, consider very seriously the need to cut cords to negative or unhelpful influences in your life. See, makes sense for both masculine and feminine. Whether they be habits, people, or forms of entertainment and media that threaten to distort the pure wise use of wild spirit and ignited mind. Whilst it is important for you to engage with others, the sacred creator within you requires time and space in solitude to process, reflect, contemplate, and create. Only then can you remember who you are and what is important to you, and summon the inner power to act accordingly. In that way, you will not become overly swayed by lesser force, particularly mainstream consciousness that perpetuates victimizing thought patterns and behaviors. Give yourself a chance for spiritual, psychological, and emotional time out, and cleansing so that you recognize the inner truth of your soul. So, yeah, this is time for some deep cleansing of people and situations, which I feel both are going through. Now we've got Amuata. Seek what it feels true, even beyond the logical. Test all opinions, advice, research, and alleged facts according to your own intuition and instinct. Select that which is helpful for you, and notice what which is best cast aside, even if it's just for a time. Seek information and assistance from those you feel can assist you, and yet place no human advisor above the ultimate divine authority, which will guide you on how to proceed through a deep inner knowing. There is always new knowledge beyond existing boundaries of thought. We simply need to be open and willing to receive it with patience, discernment, and trust in the greater guiding power. The oracle of Amuata comes to you with guidance that an answer is coming. An important piece of information that when you are centered in your heart, you will recognize that for what it is and how to proceed. Beautiful. Going within, seeing below the surface. See, that comes for both. Thinker, going below the surface. Glitters, both of them were upside down, right? So both divine masculines and feminine are trying to figure out, they all are being urged to look below the surface. And the last one, your energy is a precious resource, and there are ways of being that can enhance it, amplifying it, and replenishing it. Give yourself sufficient rest, and you shall find the way forward more effortlessly. Explore the lifestyle that grows your inner resources rather than requiring constant exertion and exhaustion to accomplish an endless list of external pursuits. You need this shift in being now because you are ready to accomplish more. Trust and value what can be accomplished through rest. You have more than enough energy to bring to life the sacred visions held within your heart. An increase of energy and peacefulness is indicated. You are guided to choose high energy people, places, and purposes. This does not necessarily mean that which is stimulating, rather, it refers to that which regenerates you with peacefulness and joy. Give generously to yourself to be able to give generously to others. You may have unusual ideas or ways of being that suit you, but may not suit others. Work with what works best for you without trying to force yourself to conform. This will bring well being and creative success. It is time to go deep within. It is time to cut ourselves out from things that no longer serve us. All right, guys, I wish you all the best. Stay safe. Take care. Bye.